I did. Thank God it said hallway, and I just really worried there for a second. Okay, December 23rd. We're getting very close to Christmas. December 23rd, Tuesday morning. I'm woken up by the sound coming from the TV. And that was tomorrow's weather. Huh? What's that noise? Ugh, I must have fallen asleep in front of the TV. That's so— oh my god, your neck, Kyle! Now for today's special. We take a look at the jewelry robberies that rocked LA 2 decades ago. What? That's so random. It was apparent that a crime ring was stealing jewels and selling them on the black market, but the group itself vanished from the face of the earth some 13 years ago. Is it Niall? The LAPD are investigating the current spate of jewelry robberies in the area, considering the possibility that they may be connected to these past robberies. That's Robert Harrison for 5 News signing off. Thanks, Rob. As I try to pull myself out of bed, I feel the alcohol still lingering in my stomach. It all comes back to me. I remember talking to Dylan, then being invited to the bar by Tony for a few drinks. As I try to get my thoughts from the day before in order, I make my way over to the window and open the blinds. I don't remember meeting Tony after. I remember meeting Dylan, and then he just like shoves a bunch of information in our face and says that he knows some stuff, but we have to tell him some stuff, and we're like, we'll think about it. Maybe. Oh, it's gloomy in there too. The brightness flooding in through the tiny window sets my room aglow. You know, maybe I am in the right vibe and in the right mind for this. I lean against the window with my eyes half closed, my body bathed in light. Not Chad Coco. What does that mean? As I gradually open them, I see the familiar backdrop come into focus before me. I don't know, maybe we'll do a horror game soon. It's a shame that my days of seeing the first thing in the morning are numbered. Oh. Now that I think about it, my mom must have seen a similar sight. After my dad was killed, on the morning Mom and I planned to leave this town, she stood in front of the window in the room she'd shared with Dad. She said nothing, just stared into the distance. But anyway, enough moping. I splash a couple of handfuls of water onto my face. And there's some clothes on. The same as they ever were. Damn, my throat's so dry. Can't believe I got drunk on a Monday night! I'm such a bum! Kyle, on a Monday night? There's only one remedy for this, a trip to the cafe. Let's go! It would be so convenient if I had a cafe in my building. We were gonna have one, but it turned into a furniture shop, and like, what's up with that? We were gonna have a cute little cafe in our building, and instead they turned it into like one of those, you know, home renovation kind of shops. It's like, what? No, thank you. Not that we're really lacking in cafes nearby. Huh? What the fuck was that? The lift? Who is using the lift? Patrice! Well, hello there, Mr. Hyde. Looks like the elevator's working again. After all the inconvenience, it's finally been repaired. You and the other residents will be able to make use of it from today onwards. Very convenient for like the move, because like, oh my god. I can't imagine taking all of your luggage and furniture and stuff in like down the stairs. No, thank you. It's a shame it had to be repaired so close to when we have to vacate, though. Even so, this should make it more convenient for everyone when they move their things. I'm sure it will. However, every silver lining has its cloud. The vending machine in the lobby is to be removed tomorrow. I see. That's a shame. I can't tell you how often I made use of that old thing. You were a frequent customer, were you? Mrs. Patrice, could you delay removing the machine until the last day? I love the Cool Pop from that machine. I think I'm addicted to the stuff. Much as I'd love to do so, Mr. Hyde, I'm afraid I can't. Just buy all the Cool Pop and just stuff it in your fridge. I fully appreciate that all the tenants are under a lot of stress and strain, but please don't forget that I am as well. I have so many things to do before then. I wouldn't want there to be any last-minute trouble before I hand the place over. By trouble, do you mean threats? I beg your pardon? Mrs. Patrice, what made you come out with something like that? I heard it from Dylan. You know what? Fuck Dylan, actually, because he's blabbing all this information about my life to random people. So you know what? No, I'm gonna tell you that Dylan told me this. I heard it from Dylan. From Dylan? He told me that you're only selling this place because you're being threatened. That's a ridiculous thing to say, Mr. Hyde. Huh? I think there's been some sort of misunderstanding on Dylan's part. So he's got his facts wrong? He has indeed. Why on earth would anyone be threatening me? Mr. Hyde, I really thought you'd be the last person to buy into gossip of that sort. Gossip? I must be going now. Okay. Mrs. Patrice heads back to her room. It looks like our beloved vending machine's gonna disappear tomorrow. Damn. Let's buy one last drink for the road. That's not suspicious at all. Hey, Bakira! Maybe I should get something to drink. Maybe some Cool Pop. Maybe some good old Cool Pop. We already bought some Cool Pop, but it wouldn't hurt to get some more. Oh, right. Cherry, grape, orange, lime, Cool Pop. I like how it's just like flavors and then Cool Pop. Oh, it does look good. My favorite drink. I drink this all the time, but it's just as tasty as ever. This time, it might come with a prize? No. We did get the prize the first time. R.I.P. Anyway. That must be Rachel. Whoops. You wanna bet we'll run into some drama on the way over? So far, so good. Never mind. Mr. Hyde. Huh? Dylan! Well, 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 look who it is. Dylan. Mr. Hyde, did you say something to Mrs. Patrice? No. Me? What? Like what? Like about the threats? What? I asked you to keep what I said a secret. Why would you go and ask her directly like that? Listen, Dylan, you're a real piece of work, you know that? I should never have trusted you. What the fuck? Did he just kill us? That actually hurt. What the fuck? Dylan packs quite a punch. Oh, I had no intention of sharing what I had with anyone. I'm trusting you not to spread that information around either. It just kind of slipped out. Oh no! Damn, he knocked us into a bad ending. Has there been any trouble before? I was not expecting. Okay, I was expecting that to bite me in the butt, but I wasn't expecting Dylan to like punch my lights out. That was definitely unexpected. None whatsoever. Well, that's certainly good news then. And before you ask, Mr. Hyde, I haven't brought up the little indiscretion from before. To be completely honest with you, I'd sooner forget about the whole thing. The what? Mrs. Patrice. It's my head. Are you alright? I do apologize. I sometimes have episodes like this. I get a really sharp pain in my head all of a sudden. A migraine? I'm gonna have to leave you for now. Or maybe something more. Oh well. Anyway. Morning. Hey, have you been out? Just been to the lobby to get something to drink. I woke up with one hell of a dry throat. Sounds like someone can't take their liquor. I can still feel it sloshing around. Ah, that's funny, man. Fuck off, Tony. Watch it. Come on, you gotta admit you didn't really have that much. Maybe not, but after hearing your song, I think all that bourbon went straight to my head. Good excuse. Oh yeah, he did say that we would hang out and listen to music. Well, it was good for me to have an audience for once. It really helped me sing. You know what? I'm happy for you, Tony. Hey, Tony. Last night I had the pleasure of listening to the latest song he's written. Oh, damn! He took us out! Everyone can fall in love, whoa! But not everyone can keep up with it, ooh. It wasn't half bad. Your song, I mean. He's kind of... Okay, this might just be the musician bias. Like, you know, the musician effect. But when he's playing, he looks kind of good. I'm just saying. Oh? Don't act so surprised. I'm not so proud that I can't compliment someone on a fine piece of work, you know. Kyle is an appreciator of the arts. So it appealed to you. Yeah, it did. Is that bad? No, but I guess that means it's not gonna make it big time. What? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing, man. Just yanking your chain. I'm just seriously stoked that you like the song, that's all. You got a radio in your room, right? Yeah, I got one. Why? Have you ever listened to a show called Rock and Soul? Can't say I have. Do me a favor and listen to it today. Truth is, I got a call from one of their producers that I used to know. He promised to try out a demo tape I sent. Says he'll see what the audience thinks. Your song's gonna be on the radio? Yeah, it's been quite a while. It'll be on at 11 a.m. I'm heading out now to see if I can find somewhere with the radio switched on. That way I can see how the people listening react to it when it comes on. Oh my god, Tony! That's such good news! Remember when he was talking about how he had like such a bad streak with music and everything was going all wrong and then he just like felt like he had nowhere to go? Tony seems to be in high spirits as he leaves, as he should be. Rock and Soul, 11 o'clock, huh? I suppose I could find a little bit of time to give it a listen, maybe. Just a bit of time. Tony. Oh yeah, Mila should be showing up today, probably. That'll be fun. Okay, it's not 11 yet though, so let's go ring up Rachel. Making his way to his best life, I know. I'm so happy. Let's hope nothing bad happens on the way. Red Crown, how may I help you? Hi, Rachel, it's me. What's up? I've uncovered some info on Condor like you asked. Ooh. It seems the symbol Hotel Cape West used to use was that of a condor. What's a condor? Their symbol? Yes. When the hotel was still in business, they designed a mark in the shape of a condor. It was the official symbol of Hotel Cape West. That's interesting. Is it a bird? There's something else, Kyle. Something I'd like to ask you. It's been on my mind for a while now. It is a bird! I figured. I feel like I've definitely heard of that before. What is it? It's Ed. He's out at the moment, meeting with some friend of his from the LAPD. He told me he was meeting this friend to get more information on Frank Raver like you asked. It's a scavenger bird, like big as fuck? Wait a minute. Are they the ones that live on top of those mountains? And? Well, when you asked about Frank Raver yesterday, Ed told you that he'd heard the name, but didn't know the guy. That's right. I'm pretty sure he was lying to you, Kyle. No way. He was acting real strange after the call. He pulled an old note out from one of his drawers, opened it up, and just stared at it. I heard him mutter something under his breath, too. It sounded like, "Why now?" Sounds like there's more to Ed and Frank's relationship than they're letting on. Ooh! I get the same feeling. That's why I thought I'd let you know. You made the right call. Oh, and another thing. You'll be pleased to hear that Mila's staying at my place now. I see. I was wondering if you could spare us some time to go for a meal with us tomorrow night. It'll be the first Christmas Eve you'll have spent with her. Aw, come on, Kyle, come on! I think it'd be nice to get together this year. Yeah. Anyway, I'll call again, Kyle. Come on, Kyle! Oh, there we go. It's time to listen to Tony. There we go. We open today on Rock and Soul with this inspirational track. This is the latest track from everyone's favorite rocker, Tony Wolf. Woo! Yeah! Woo! I'm sure you remember Wolf as the man who caused quite a stir with his debut album. This time, Wolf shocks us with a calm, melodious ballad for the Christmas season. Everyone listen up. Here's Belief. And stay tuned for even more hits. Yeah, it's very Christmassy. So this is Tony's song. Not a bad song. What did Tony tell me last night? I don't remember. I'd really like to release another record. If I can't get any interest from a record label, I'll just have to put it out on my own. The problem is, I gotta scrape together the cash. It's times like these, I wish I could just win the lottery or something. Maybe the 1K. I think I'll grab the chance and go get a coffee or something at the cafe. See, Tony could benefit from that 1K, probably more than we could. I don't even know what Kyle would do with that money, TBH. Also, I'm surprised the cafe doesn't open until like 12 p.m. Aren't cafes usually like breakfast places and then they usually close in the afternoon? Patrice? Charles? Darn, I thought I did quite well. Charles? What's the problem? Are you having troubles again? It seems I missed out on the prize. So you went to the crossword prize draw, huh? Of course. Especially since there is 100,000 to be won. If I had won, I could afford to buy a brand new camera to use for filming. I guess things didn't go my way this time though. Bad luck. I'll see you later, Mr. Hyde. Oh my god, are we gonna be able to choose who we give our money to? If we, I mean, are we gonna win and then we have the option to give our money to someone? Good morning, Mr. Hyde. Hey, Claire. What's today's coffee? It's a mocha from Yemen. Oh my god, I love me a good mocha. Let's go. It has a distinct bitterness with a strong flavor. They spell flavor with a U. I'm sure you'll like it, Mr. Hyde. I'll take one, black. You got it. Hey Claire, today's the day the prize draw results come out, right? We finally get to see who the winner is. That's right. The results are over there on the wall. Oh my god. Okay, thanks. Ooh. Let's see who won. Damn, it's so blurry. Number 053. Was that mine? Whose was 053? Funeral photo, sales earning, doorstop, blah 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 blah. I don't actually know. The winning number. Where did I put my entry slip? Oh my god, it's mine! I won? Is this thing for real? That's the happiest I've ever seen him. Oh my god. Bum, bum. Hey Sydney. So, how'd you do? Well, I happened to win, so... Ha! There it is. See for yourself. Just a minute. This number looks like your luck's in, Mr. Hyde. So I have some luck left after all. Congratulations, Mr. Hyde. Here's your check. Let's go! How much was 1K back in 1980? I'm glad it was you that won. I hope the extra cash comes in handy. Here's a cup of today's coffee. And we get some mocha? This is the best. Oh, it doesn't have any milk in it. Oh, ew. Guys, have you ever had a mocha without milk? Surely that's like, aren't they supposed to have milk in them? That's weird. Ew. Make sure you take it in the beautiful aroma while you're drinking it. I will. Oh, Mr. Hyde? Yeah? Can I ask you for a favor? It's a little out of the blue, but sure, go ahead. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. No prob, if you think I can help somehow. Not here, though.
I'd rather my dad didn't hear.
Okay. Where can we talk then?
Come into the kitchen a little later and we can talk there. Make sure he doesn't see you trying to get in.
Got it.
Claire moves away and heads towards the kitchen. Why don't we just go out during your break? Like outside.
He definitely would have seen us going in there.
Oh wait, we didn't get any food this time. Just a mocha, nothing else.
Hi, Claire.
Oh, Mr. Hyde.
I'm here. Let's talk.
Thanks for coming.
So, what was in your mind?
Well, you see...
Mr. Hyde! No!
Dad!
What are you doing back here? It's nothing. We're just having a chat.
Dad, wait!
This is the kitchen, Claire. You know full well it's off limits to customers. Oh no!
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble.
Damn it. We fucked up. She told me to be careful when I came. Come into the kitchen later, we can talk there, but make sure he doesn't see you. Yeah, I'm sorry, Claire. Claire, I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I just thought I could walk past him and he wouldn't notice me, maybe. You know, like sometimes when you act like you're doing something, like you're supposed to be doing it, and then people just don't notice that you're not supposed to be there. God damn it, what are we supposed to do then? Hey, Sydney. Come on, damn it. Sydney? It's no good. Sydney! Huh? Didn't see you there, Mr. Hyde. What are you doing that's got you so busy you don't notice your own customers? Is it anything I can help you with? Just a little problem, nothing to worry about. You can tell me. Maybe I can help. I doubt that, Mr. Hyde. No offense, but this is one issue I have to take care of. I see. I just plain forgot is all. It was something I needed to take care of today, too. No matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to remember what it was. That is a problem. Quite a bind I'm in. Hang on. Did you remember? I think it might be coming back to me. I'm starting to remember. Ah! I'm only guessing, but... Do you need to buy something? Do you need to make some meals? Maybe an ingredient? Ah, it's gone again. If you just kept quiet, I might have remembered. Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's nothing to do with any of that. I took care of that this morning. Fair enough. I just sound rude, Mr. Kyle. I don't think I'll be able to remember with you around. Could you give me some space? No prob. Okay, I need to keep quiet next time. No. God damn it. Did I fuck up? There he goes. I guess the light bulb came on. I've got it. I remember what it was. Sydney? Sorry if I was a little rude to you before, Mr. Hyde. Forget about it. More importantly, did you remember what you'd forgot? I just remembered. What was it? I can't believe I nearly forgot today was Tuesday. What's important on Tuesday? Ah, it's nothing serious. I'm sorry if I panicked you just then. Today's Tuesday, right? I think so. Rosa dictates that Tuesday's my day to take care of the toilets. Your turn. I nearly forgot all about it, too. Today's Sunday, actually. Shh, they don't need to know that. If I hadn't actually, it would be more appropriate if today were Sunday because Kyle is like absolutely hungover from drinking too much last night. And that would have made sense if it were a Saturday and not a Monday night. So Kyle should hope that it would be a Sunday. If I had to remember when I did, I'd be on the receiving end of the grilling from Claire. I'm drinking right now. Not enough to hang over. Well, wait, is it a bank holiday for you too tomorrow? Because if so, then perfectly valid to do so today. No, never mind then. Don't get hungover tomorrow. Glad to hear you avoided a grilling then. I'm just drinking. What are you drinking? Don't say beer. Looks like I'd better get my skates on to see those toilets. Skates? Beer? No, what did I just say? You could have lied and said it was something tasty. I'm so sad. My day is even more ruined. If you need me, just shout in that general direction. Yes, let's go. Is it okay to leave this place completely empty? Stabs and cuts my stomach to restore my honor. As you should. Okay, you're forgiven, maybe. Can we take a look around? Let's talk to her first. Hi, Claire.
Oh, Mr. Hyde.
I'm here, let's talk.
Thanks for coming.
What was on your mind?
Well, it's
what? Is it gonna be like she wants to do something else once the restaurant is like closed and moved?
Oh, right.
What?
Before I tell you what I wanted to say, there's something else I'd like to ask you for help with. Dad told me to open a jar of maple butter, but the lid's too tight. Would you mind doing it for me?
No problemo. Give it to me.
Thanks. Here you go.
Maple butter. What is maple butter? Is that just butter mixed with maple syrup or something?
The lid was on so tightly I couldn't even get it to budge. I could have tried heating it, but the butter gets a funny taste when it's warmed.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with butter like that. My hand keeps sliding off. Not getting any joy here. I need to try harder. What kind of strategy does he want me to use for this? I'm really bad at opening up jaws, like normally, so what does he want from me? This isn't working at all. I need something to stop my hand from slipping off. Okay. Claire.
Yeah?
Have you got anything we can use to get this thing open?
Take your pick. You can use anything you like.
Okay. Let's see. Do we have any towels or something? Red wine. Oh, rubber bands. Maybe I could use one of them. Tomato puree. never used rubber to open up a jar before, but that actually makes so much sense because it would like stick to it and it would give like a lot of resistance. Can of mushrooms. I don't really like mushrooms in general, although I have gotten really into chestnut mushrooms and like frying them up and just like adding them to things. But the texture for that feels more like less rubbery and sticky and more like, I don't know, it's got like a different feel. But mushrooms in a can or mushrooms in like soup just feel rubbery and gross to me. I don't like it. Like if I'm gonna have mushrooms, they have to be like fresh, you know? I love mushrooms. I've started to like them more. I used to hate them, but I love chestnut mushrooms in like a breakfast. I love enoki mushrooms in like anything. I haven't really had shiitake mushrooms much, but I think whenever I've had them in like ramens and stuff, it always tastes good. One of my favorite recent memories is going mushroom hunting with friends and then cooking for them. Wait, that's so cute. Like, did you actually go mushroom picking in like a mushroom place or was it just like in the woods? That'd be really fun. That could be a fun thing to do for summer. What kind of mushrooms did you pick up? And did you know, like, how did you know which ones were like safe and which ones were like not edible? The other thing I like about like common mushrooms is they tend to be— we didn't know? What the fuck? Oh, we gathered the brown ones. And just hope for the best. The one thing I like about common mushrooms is that you don't even need to cook them. You can just kind of like have them. Then video called my friend's grandma and her mom asking her to explain. Oh my god. You live life on the edge. That is like legit things that I would do when I was like 15 though, and I used to like actually go out to the woods. Or like when I was 12 and I would make potions and stuff in the mud. I probably would have eaten like a mushroom raw, just like anything. We are grown-ass people. I mean, at least you had the decency to call someone and ask. Still, that does sound like a fun activity. Very, very bonding, especially if you all ended up getting sick together. It's where Coco took her first life. I can't speak more about it. Hey. Don't spill that tea. Don't put that back in the cup. Don't be spilling that tea. I think the rubber bands are gonna be the strat. I don't think any of these are gonna be useful. Aluminium! It's an aluminium! That's how you know this was a Europe localization. Which is great because I still have all of the, I think, 1980s kind of slang talk in here. Was it a different localization studio to the first game? I feel like they've still kind of got it on lock. Hey, Claire! I got it. I don't think I can look at that. That's fine. Oh! Is it in my... yeah, it is. Combine. Yeah. Easy squeezy. There is nothing more satisfying than getting a jar open that has been really stuck. That's got it.
Wow, Mr. Hyde, you're stronger than you look. Clever too, that rubber band really did the trick.
It's an old trick I learned. It stops the lid from slipping when you turn it. Here's a jar.
Wow, Kyle, you're so big and strong. Thanks.
I'll give you this back too. I only needed it to get the lid off the jar. I don't know, you should keep a rubber band. You never know when it's gonna be useful. Claire, that wasn't a reason you wanted to talk to me, right?
No, Mr. Hyde.
Then please enlighten me. What is the problem?
Well, it's about Dad. I want you to talk to him for me.
About what?
It's been 7 years since Mom and Dad split up. I wanted to know if there was a special person in his life. You know, someone he could be happy with.
So you have your suspicions then?
Yeah, kind of. I think he should tell me if he does. I'm his daughter after all. Problem is, I can't bring myself to ask him directly.
You think it'll be any easier coming from me? It's like, this stoic-ass man, you think he would open up to him?
No, not really, but... Oh, what can I do?
Hold your horses, I'll do it. You just got to pick the right moment to ask.
You're wonderful, Mr. Hyde. Thank you.
Okay, let's go. Let's go ask him about his love life. A pager. Again? What's this? Mr. Hyde, I didn't realize you were still around. I'm just leaving. Catch you later. Whew.
Nintendo of Europe had their hands on both translation and localization.
Okay. Oh, okay, so it's the same one then. It's the same translation. That makes sense because I didn't notice any difference in the localization. And usually when the localization team like changes, like it's very noticeable even if they keep similar, like, I don't know, tendencies. Well, either way, they done a really good job. I do wish more games had this kind of fluidity to their like localization where conversations feel so natural and, you know, like not super boring. Huh? Who could it be? Betty's room. Is it Rex? I know that voice. Oh, it's not. Whew. Why would Mari be visiting Betty in her room? Hey, Mari. What's going on? When did you two get so close? What's going on?
Mr. Hyde, there's nothing going on, really. Excuse me.
Okay. Mari goes back to her own room. What did they get up to? Might be a good idea to find out. We're so nosy. Hey.
Oh, hello, Mr. Hyde. What can I do for you?
I happened to notice that Mari was just here.
Yeah, she only just left, actually.
What does she want?
Well, Mr. Hyde, why are you so keen on finding out things that don't concern you?
I'm worried about her, that's why.
Worried? Why?
Because when I've talked to her, she's given me more than enough reason to be. So?
Are you taking a fancy to her then? I guess she told you all about the money, right?
What money? So she wanted to discuss money.
I'm afraid I can't say. She swore me to secrecy. She told me explicitly not to breathe a word to anyone. That includes you, Mr. Hyde.
I see.
And that's all I have to say. Goodbye.
Well.
Anyway.
Time to give Rachel a call.
Red Crown, how may I help you?
It's me.
I'll pass you over to Ed.
Thanks. Uh-oh. Hyde. I've got some fresh info on that incident from 13 years ago with Frank Raver. I called in a favor from an old friend, and this is what came back. Firstly, listen up. This is important. Turns out Frank Raver was not in charge of that case. When the incident occurred all those years ago, Frank Raver was away from the front line, pushing pencils at some desk. Oh, so something happened then. Desk work. Right. When he was young, he was one hell of a cop. He was among the best. The force began to move with the times, and his methods came under fire. During the 40s, an internal investigation revealed certain things that resulted in him being relegated from the front lines. Ooh. So that's what happened. What's Frank's connection to the victim? That's something I haven't got to the bottom of yet. Why would a retired detective, who wasn't even in charge of the case, be connected to the victim? And why is he investigating the incident now? I know it smells fishy. It seems the incident went something like this. The party to commemorate the lost day of the hotel was on the first floor. At some point during the festivities, Kathy, the owner's wife, disappeared. When she failed to reappear, the owner asked a member of staff to take a look around. It didn't take long before he discovered her body. It appeared that she died of cyanide poisoning from the wine she drank. The cyanide was discovered in a bag laying next to the body.
Interesting, why would they just leave it there?
When the LAPD assessed the death, their initial reaction was to treat it like suicide. But after forensics revealed that her prints were not on the cyanide container, and her hugely expensive ring had been taken, the type of case was changed. Now they believed it was possible she'd been murdered. The biggest problem they faced was a large number of guests that had come and gone throughout the evening, making gathering statements difficult. Also, the bottle Kathy's wine came from was missing. They couldn't find enough evidence for the case to be solved. So was her body really found in room 404, or was that just a rumor? No, that part seems to check out. I see. You know, that room is still in the exact state it was back then. You mean the crime scene's still there? Precisely. Ed, can I ask you something? Go ahead. When you were on the force, did you really not know Frank Raver? Ooh, are you serious? I've already told you I didn't. What are you trying to say? Nothing. It's just my senses are tingling. I just wanted to double check that you and he weren't old acquaintances. As I told you before, I knew his name, but we never knew each other. Hyde, the man who had Frank removed from the front line, was my ex-boss. You spec? Yeah, him. Listen, I'll keep looking for more clues about Frank and the murder. I'll see what I can dig up on your Scarlet Star, too. That's all I gotta say for now. Here's Rachel. Maybe he didn't know him personally, but maybe he knew a lot of him because of Hugh Spec. Maybe Hugh Spec made him out to be like this crazy guy. Because maybe he had some dirt on Hugh Spec, and Hugh Spec was like, we gotta get rid of him. So let me like decredit him in front of everyone else.
Hello, Kyle.
About tomorrow. How the plan's going?
How does 7 o'clock at Da Leonardo sound? Spending Christmas Eve at a nice Italian place isn't bad at all, if you ask me.
Sounds good.
I'll leave you to think of a present for Mila. Make sure you don't forget.
Got it.
gonna be so cute.
Let's get her another Pinkie Pie. What? Who's that? Oh my god, the other day I ordered like some Uber groceries, and usually because it's like the way my building works, you have to buzz in and then they're allowed into the lobby and that's it, because you need to get like a key to go into the rest of the building. And out of nowhere, I just hear a knock on my door and I'm like, oh, the Uber driver is like around. Was that like, so I just thought it was from my sister's room. So while I was getting ready to go down, they gave me a call and I was just like, oh, hey, I'm heading over. And I literally hear my voice on the other side of my door and I'm like, oh my god, wait, he's literally right outside my door. That's so crazy, because like no one ever knocks directly on our doors since you have to basically go down to let anyone in. So that was a bit of a shock, but I was kind of like, yay, because I don't have to go down to get my groceries. It's one of those things though where I'm like, damn, apartment life is very different nowadays. Betty?
Can you spare me a moment? I want to talk to you about something.
This is strange. You wanting to talk to me, I mean.
I'm full of surprises. But look at this place. Have you even started your moving preparations, Mr. Hyde? Do you even have a place to go?
Save your worries for someone else. What have you got to say to me?
It's about Mari.
I'm listening.
Please don't pull such a scary face. It's about what happened when she came to my room earlier.
Didn't you already make it clear you didn't want to talk about that?
Well, that was then and this is now. And well, I thought about it over and I decided I better tell you. You don't mind, do you?
Tell me what happened.
Mari asked me to do something. She wanted me to buy a ring from her.
A ring?
Yeah, the one that she blamed Tony for stealing just a few days ago. Seems she's in need of cash and resorted to selling her ring.
Go on.
She said I could have it for $500.
A 3-carat diamond ring for $500?
That's what I thought too. I said the price she was asking was way lower than the value of the ring, but she insisted that as long as the money was in cash, the price was acceptable. So, I bought it.
Damn.
After reflecting on what had happened though, I began to think, it doesn't make sense to sell something that cheaply, even if you needed the money. I even considered that the diamond in the ring could be fake. I was wondering if you could take a look at it for me. Do you think it's real, Mr. Hyde?
Especially since she was like, don't tell anyone about this. I'm not a jeweler, you do know that, right? I wouldn't be able to tell a real diamond from a fake one if they were labeled.
I was worried you might say that. What can I do?
Don't you work next to a jewelry place? Can't you just like ask them?
Maybe I shouldn't have agreed to buy the thing after what she told me.
What did she tell you?
She told me the reason why she needed to get rid of it. Oh, what am I gonna do? If you can't help me, maybe Dylan can.
Dylan?
Dylan might have a way of telling if it's a real diamond or not.
Why Dylan? What makes you think Dylan will know if it's real?
Well, one of his hobbies is collecting rare stones for one. He knows these things. He was boasting once about having one of those special magnifying glasses too.
Why didn't you cut out the middleman and go straight to him at the beginning?
Because I didn't want to spread this kind of stuff around, that's why. Dylan tends to keep a close eye on everyone. Closer than we like. I really didn't want to break the promise I made to Mari.
Well, I guess you could just say, you don't have to tell him where the ring came from. You just have to say that, hey, can you inspect if this is real or not? Although he probably would know it's hers. What promise did you make to Mari?
I promised I wouldn't tell anyone about buying the ring from her.
You promised? It looks like you've broken it anyway.
That's different. It's you, Mr. Hyde. I know I can trust you to keep this to yourself. You're not planning to tell Mari I told you, are you?
Maybe you should have made me promise that at the start.
Yeah, maybe I should've.
Betty. Betty.
My mouse is dead. My mouse is dead.
Let me just connect that. Why did Mari want to get rid of her ring?
She said she doesn't like the idea of keeping it any longer.
Really? Why?
She told me about the circumstances the ring was given to her under. How she couldn't keep it any longer knowing what she knew.
What kind of circumstances were they?
I thought you'd have been able to guess by now. I think she was trying to say that the guy who gave it to her the ring was no good. Maybe he bought it for another woman, or maybe he got it on the cheap. That's what I think anyway. That's the kind of reason a woman would get rid of a nice ring like this.
I see.
Ugh, why did I have to buy it?
Mari told me that she got it from her dead brother as a present. So this is the ring that Mike Porter gave her. Betty.
What?
Could you show me the ring? Me reusing the ring from a refused proposal because I'm resourceful. Yikes. The thing is, okay, I have never been proposed to, and I have never proposed to anyone. But have you always seen that, like, the proposal ring that people use is always different from the wedding ring? Why is that? Like, do people buy two separate rings? Like, they buy a proposal ring and a wedding ring? Because I've just noticed that, like, at least in movies, it seems like it's always a different ring. But I don't think it's like that in real life. It's just, like, in certain movies, or maybe in rich circles, it's like, yeah, the engagement ring is different to the wedding band. Why? So do they just never wear the engagement ring again? Because, like, what's the point then? I don't get it. I don't understand. Is this like a rich person thing, or is this like a normal? I think it was like that in my family too, actually. I think my parents had like a separate ring that they kept like locked away, and they wore like the wedding band. So I never really questioned it. I was just kind of like, weird. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, in this economy, I can't even imagine that. First of all, like, a wedding ring is already so expensive, let alone like buying two, and then you'd have to buy four. Would you have to buy one for yourself then if you're proposing, and then would you have to buy another one for your partner, and then you'd have to buy two wedding bands too? That's so expensive. This whole marriage thing is, I will never understand. I have enough riz to propose with a candy ring. I'm gonna be real. I think for the proposal bit, like, I think it's just cute to do something sentimental. This is my thought on it, but I think it would be, like, not to bring up Taylor Swift, but the, you know, I'd love you with a paper ring or whatever. I think that's cute. I think that's fine. You gotta buy another when you renew your vows. Really? What the fuck? It's a rich people thing? Oh my god. So that's what they were talking about too. What the hell? This is 100% a consumerism kind of thing that they've put in place. Like, that sounds ridiculous. What do you mean you have to buy another pair when you renew your vows? The vows are not attached to the ring. The vows are attached to the people. That's ridiculous. Maybe like a necklace would be nice. Like, you both get matching necklaces. Like the friendship necklaces where you have like a broken heart and you like attach it together. It's like, now you're whole. That would be cute. Or you buy like wedding lockets or something. That would be cute. But another wedding ring? Why would you need another wedding ring? So many. Tradition is like the engagement ring is a promise of future, and then the wedding band is like the fulfillment of the promise. Get out of here. That's so stupid. That's so dumb. I'm not even against weddings. I like a wedding. I love a good wedding. But, you know, the pressure behind it, the like capitalist pressure behind it of like the wedding rings, the wedding bands, the proposal stuff, the engagement party, the cost of a wedding is just ridiculous to me. That being said, I do fully understand the love of a good wedding, the love of like a good wedding dress, and like the idea of like wanting to curate this perfect day. I understand that, and I get why people like that. But like, the amount of expense behind some of the things feel kind of like pointless, because it's like, why Who really cares about the wedding? No one's like, especially if we're gonna like put it away. Who cares about like the proposal ring? Maybe for a picture, and then we like, then we give it back. That would be kind of funny though, if people could like just rent an engagement ring and then put it away. Anyway, I say we enforce marriage neck accessories on so many levels. It's just, right? I just think it's so much cuter. Like, genuinely, I'm not a ring person. I don't really like wearing things on my fingers, but necklaces and stuff feel so much better. And it's like, imagine having cute like little wedding like lockets and stuff. Like, you know, you have like a picture of each other or like something important from each other. Or like, oh my god, like a little like those little jar thingies that you put like a little thing. The wedding choker. And then when you get together, you can like connect them to each other and take a little picture. That'd be so cute. I don't know. I think we should bring back those necklaces where you like you have like one half of it and then someone has another half of it and then you put it together. That's so cute. Anyway, that is my thought on that. Would you mind if I borrow the ring for a bit?
Not at all, go ahead.
Ooh, fancy.
I'll leave it to you to find out whether the ring is genuine or not.
Yeah, no sweat.
Okay, well, I'll see you later then.
Now what do I do? I suppose I could borrow Dylan's magnifying glass and take a look. Oh, Dylan! Wow, it's a good thing we didn't piss him off earlier. It's a good thing we didn't, like, blab about him talking about Patrice's threats. Whew. That would have made this a little bit awkward. Okay, it's not. It's 3:05, isn't it? I think I'll finally get the hang of where everyone's rooms are at the end of the game. At the very end, when it's like too late. Oh, Dylan! Hey, bestie. Hello, Mr. Hyde. Oh, have you got a moment? Sure, what can I help you with? Could you lend me your magnifying glass? My what? You know, the thing you use to check precious stones. I heard you got one. Well, you heard right, I've got one, but why would you want to borrow it? No reason. I want to check out a crystal. Huh? What would you be doing with a crystal? You know me, full of surprises. Let's just say I have a certain interest. Well, I must say, I had no idea. I've kept it to myself. I thought I'd mention it to you as I heard you're a fellow collector. That's right, I'm really into crystals! Oh my god, Dylan is that guy. Dylan is that guy. He's got his entire crystal room. He will tell you exactly which one you need for whichever vibe you want to get. It's my J.O. crystal, if you must know. Wait, that's so familiar. Did y'all mention J.O. crystals before? The Joe crystals? He hacked up Kyle, now he wants to see it. I was planning on getting a couple of dog tags with images. Oh, that would be cute. How did you get into it? It's a long story. Oh shit. It began during my time in Manhattan. We're actually coming up with a story for this. I had some time on my hands and decided to take a trip to the Natural History Museum. Really? Is it true what I heard about being able to touch the exhibits they have there? I'd give anything to take a trip there one day. You really know your stuff. I'm glad someone finally noticed. Please come in, Mr. Hyde. We can talk more inside. Sure. Whew. Cyber maybe we've definitely explained what a Joe crystal is before. cyber or boob? Maybe? Well, I've completely blanked it. Dylan, would you like to see my crystal collection? Sure, why not? There are some on the shelves and others on top of the table. Feel free to take a look. Okay. Oh my god, we can look around properly. Actually, we already did, but let's look around again. Wait, you've got bugs and stuff? Oh my god, you collect everything. Maybe Ollie? I'm not sure how to explain, subtly explain. What does that mean? Why would Boob, Cyber, and Ollie all know about this crystal stuff? Oh my god, every time I look at a picture of like pressed butterflies on glass, it always reminds me of that one episode of Mew Mew Power that was a focus on Wesley and this girl that he was engaged to, and about like how they would like stuff butterflies on the board, which is such a funny thing for a show about environmentalism and about how his engagement failed because of some dumb reason or the other, and then she turned into a giant butterfly and they had to fight her as a giant butterfly. He almost acts like he's got butterflies in his stomach. What are you talking about? This light blue appears to have some air bubbles in it. Well, there was a giant crystal exhibit in the Natural History Museum in London, and you can actually touch the crystals. Not the ones under the glass, but there are like these big ones that you can touch. With white veins. I'm not good at telling them apart. Even with quartz, there's so many different kinds of quartz. Would it not be that? The toolbox? Okay, maybe... yeah, it's here. Open notebook. Birds? Condor! Hey Dylan, what is it? There's a magnifying glass for examining crystals, right? This one's for examining jewels, but I'll give you some great close-ups of crystals too. It's something no enthusiast should be without. You should get one too, Mr. Hyde. Mine's great for up to 10 times magnification, so it's perfect for jewels. I see. Would you mind if I use this, Dylan? Not at all, go ahead. Feel free to take a closer look at some of my stuff too. Thanks. It's my phone. I better get that. Excuse me, Mr. Hyde. Okay, I understand, but looks like the coal's gonna drag. Maybe I can use this time to get familiar with that magnifying glass. But who's he talking to? I don't remember what it's called though. Emerald? Emeralds are jewels though, aren't they? What's the difference between a crystal and a jewel? Is one of them just more refined? Oh. Bug collecting. Bug collecting is definitely a hobby. I want to go back because I thought I saw music notes, but I don't think those are actually. Just looked like it for a second. I don't know if that looks real or not. I see something through the diamond. I can't be sure, but it looks like something's engraved onto the ring. Oh. Oh, what the fuck? Huh? There's a design engraved on the base of the ring. Did the jewel just break? It looks like... Oh, the picture in this notebook. Why would Dylan have the same design I found on the ring? Oh no! He can see us! Ah! That's so suspicious! Mr. Hyde. Yeah? How did you get on with that magnifying glass? No problem at all. It's great examining tiny details in stones using this, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Have you ever thought that there's a tiny planet inside precious stones like these? A tiny planet? If you view the cut edges up close using the magnifying glass, you can see all kinds of grooves and valleys and caves. It's a spectacular sight. I don't think I'll ever tire of looking. Viewing crystals like this is much more interesting than looking at diamonds. I'm sure you feel the same, right? Yeah, you got that right. Ah, it was so scary. Dylan, have you got a moment? What is it? What's that you've drawn in your notebook on the table? You mean the picture? It's a condor. A condor? Yeah, that's right. A huge bird from the Andes that preys on animals. So why did you draw a condor? No reason. I was just trying to recreate something I saw on the 4th floor. What kind of picture? A jewel has to be precious or semi-precious. Crystals can be anything that can be ordered crystalline structure. So it could be salt too. Right, or carbon. So what's the difference between graphite and diamond? That make one of them like a crystal, but one of them like like a precious stone. Actually, is graphite considered a crystal? Because they have very similar structures, although obviously one is like a 4-carbon bond and the other one is a 3-carbon bond. And one of them is like, has like a crystal look. I don't know. And one of them is like see-through. What's the difference between those two? I don't understand. What kind of picture did you see? One of the rooms up there has a picture of a condor on the wall. Now I'd have to research more into it because I wasn't prepared to be talking about their carbon bonds and such. Well, that's the only thing I know about like any kind of crystal structure or crystalline structure. I don't really know too much about gems or jewels or things. The only thing I ever really learned much about was like carbon structures, and diamond is like a jewel, but I don't understand how it works in terms of like how it's classified in terms of like one of them is a jewel, but one of them is obviously very much not a jewel and like very common to get and make. So maybe it's like because it's common and it doesn't look pretty that it's not considered to be like a gem. Which room was it in? It was 406. Hey Dylan, thanks for letting me take a look around. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Thanks again. I thought he was gonna make a face! Why would the hotel's condor symbol be engraved on Mari's ring? What does the symbol mean? Not only that, There's something on Frank's tape, too. The state on the 4th floor is just as it was 13 years ago. My initial sweep of room 404 where Kathy McGrath's body was found is complete.
Before vacating the building, I must find the lost items connected with Condor.
Condor. That picture in room 406 has got me thinking. That was only 1 hour. Ooh.
What's wrong, Mr. Hyde?
I've got something I'd like to ask you about.
And what might that be?
I can't say that. Betty's gonna get so mad. Have you paid your rent?
Yes, I'm now up to date.
That's good to hear.
Were you worried about me or something?
Yeah, kinda.
That's very kind of you to spare me a thought.
Well, that's all I wanted to say. I've got to be going. Of course. I don't know why I went to go talk to I was just trying anything. Oh, maybe they want me to go up to the 4th floor. A rock tumbler is basically what it sounds like. It tumbled rocks perpetually with a kind of grit to them to get real smooth and polished. Ooh. Like that guy that kept kicking the same rock over and over again until it got round. Who's that? Ah! Dylan! Dylan? I had a feeling I'd find you here, Mr. Hyde. I knew you wouldn't be able to resist. You're in here to take a look at that Condor picture, right? Yeah, what if I am? The problem is that the door to this room is locked. Without the key, you can't get inside to take a look around. So it would seem. You want me to open it up for you? You've got the key? Of course, Miss Patrice gave me the spare keys. I can get into any room I like. For maintenance, of course. Of course. I'll unlock it for you. That side profile of Dylan looks very different from the rest. There you go, it's open now. Thanks. Every time they linger on him and he's just looking back, I get unnerved. This is it, Mr. Hyde. I didn't realize you came in with me. The room where the Condor picture is. Where is the picture? Where do you think? Cut the crap, Dylan. Go on, have a look around and try to find it. You would have needed to look around anyway if I hadn't accompanied you. Yeah, you got a point. Anyway, I've got to go. I'll come back and lock up later. Dylan leaves. He's become increasingly uncomfortable the last couple of chapters. It's just like his facial expressions have gotten more and more menacing. And I think it's also that we've started to realize he knows a lot more than he says. A ghost sofa. Oh, that's true. Wait, do people say sofa outside of like Europe? I swear they use couch more than they use sofa. Oh, locked. Ah, this looks like the money. That's a good question, right? I didn't really think about it. I overthink a lot because sometimes I slip between the two because I never know which one is more common where. I just use both of them, to be honest. I don't think I lean towards sofa or couch any more than the other. But the more I think about it, the more I realize I don't know if I've actually heard anyone outside of like the UK and Europe use the word sofa. In India, I think they definitely do, but I don't know. But they've got a lot of like English influence in terms of the English language there. But I don't know if I've ever heard that being like, how would they say it? Sofa? Soft? I'm trying to use that in an American accent and I can't actually think about it. Sofa. This colored leather bound book on top of the table. Star symbol on the cover. A star. Mari told me about this. My brother and husband use a word along with the others working in the hotel, sort of a secret code to closing down. Star. That's a cute book. Old photograph of Hotel Cape West. Looks like it's from back when the hotel first opened. There it is. Frame's a little crooked. What? That design. There's something underneath. Whoop. Oh, no, don't make me do this again. Don't make... Kyle, you can see that perfectly well. You do not need me to do this. Kyle? Kyle? Kyle, I am clicking on that so quickly. What are you doing? Kyle! Kyle! What the fuck? I've clicked on that 5 million times! What do you mean? What do you mean? Acknowledge the condor, Kyle! I give up. I'm sick of this guy. It's no good. I can't get it off the wall. I'm about to get you off the wall in a second. Oh my god. Oh! Okay. Okay. That's on me for not trying to lift it up. That's my bad. I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm sorry, Kyle, for yelling at you. That was my bad. Now do we compare it? Oh, okay. Anyway. Design in room 406 is the same as the one I found engraved on Mari's ring. The condor designs got me thinking. Before I get stuck into that though, I better let Betty know what I found out. Yeah. Okay, now I can go talk to Betty. Mushroom emote that Flint likes to use. Which mushroom one? Oh right! The Dodger. I keep forgetting that it's a mushroom one. Because she's turned into a mushroom. I need to make a thinky emote. Considering like what kind of games I tend to play. But I don't know what vibe. Guys, if you have a good vibe, tell me. I want you to send me pictures. He's a very good suspicious Oh, this is not Betty's room. Sometimes though that ends up looking very like what you'd use when someone is like lying, like you know? It feels like a very good like judge emote for like a character who's like kind of suspicious. Like, okay.
Oh, Betty.
Basically what I'd pull out whenever Dylan says anything.
Have you got a moment, Betty? Oh, it's you, Mr. Hyde.
Try not to get too excited. Damn. Were you waiting for someone?
No, not really.
I've checked out that ring for you.
You did?
Yeah.
You better come in.
Oh my god, have we been in Betty's room before? Oh my god! Stop, Betty! This place is so plush and cute! Oh my god. Betty, wait, wasn't she judging us for not packing our stuff up? And like your place literally looks completely full and not ready to leave. Mr. Hyde, don't just touch things that aren't yours. Okay. Betty.
Tell me what you found out about the ring.
I'm sorry about this, but checking whether the diamond in your ring is genuine or not, it may not be as easy as I thought.
It won't.
Did Mari tell you anything about the history of the ring?
Nope, not a thing.
You know what? I was thinking that actually, Vakira. I really like Athena's thinky emote, like her thinky face, where she's got like her hand kind of like on her chin and she's like looking up kind of in thought. I feel like that would be a good one. Speaking of, I think Ollie and I are going to finish Apollo Justice because we got one last case left. And we were thinking with the kind of like pace we were going with the other ones, if we kind of lock in, we could probably do that in one full day. It would probably be a big stream, but we could probably do that in one full day. And it's like, you know what? We've already spent that much time on Code Vein. Never forget the 10-hour-long Code Vein stream. Never forget. That could be like in the works. And then we can do Dual Destinies. And I'm so excited. I don't care that it's not everyone's favorite one. It's my favorite one. And that's the only thing that matters. Actually, that's not true. Trials and Tribulations is my favorite, but that's my second favorite one. And that's what matters.
Is there something wrong, Mr. Hyde?
No, really. It's just that I remembered something when I was staring at the ring.
Remembered what?
Something Mari told me about it. She was telling me how she came to have it. She got it as a present from her brother before he died.
Are you serious? I certainly didn't know that.
It's true, I'm afraid. Her parents died when she was very young, and her brother looked after her. They were very close, and the ring was a present from him to her. I'm sure that ring has great sentimental value.
You're right, it must have. She didn't breathe a word of that to me when we spoke.
I imagine she was worried that you would have refused to buy it. This may not be what you want to hear, but I think you should return it to her. I'm sure it'd be for the best.
You may be right. I would never have bought it if I'd known all the facts.
But what about her rent?
I don't think I'm up to handing it back to Mari myself. Would you mind doing it for me, Mr. Hyde? Tell her she can keep the money.
Oh, damn. You sure about this?
Yeah, completely.
If you say so, I'll return the ring. Huh?
Looks like I'm popular today. Let's see who that is.
$500 back in that time is like a lot of money. Betty opens the door to see who it is. And it was... I can hear the voices of Betty and her visitor. You said you'd give it back to me today. Of course. Here you go. Who the heck? Rex?
Sorry about that.
Who was it?
Just a friend. Nobody you know, Mr. Hyde.
Okay. I think it's time I got out of your hair.
Of course.
What if Betty is the ringleader? Oh my god. Charles! That was unexpected. Nobody I know, and it's Charles. I mean, we don't really know him that well. Hey, bud. Charles?
So it was you in Betty's rooms just now?
Yes, right.
For a moment, I was certain it was that other person who paid her a visit.
I guess that means you came to see Betty then, too.
Yes, I did. I was there to collect the key I'd lent to her.
Okay. What key did she borrow?
It was the key to room 205.
205? That's vacant, isn't it? Why have you got a key to that room in the first place?
I've been looking after it for Billy.
Alright, your friend.
Yes, Billy Christie.
Billy Christie?
He was here until the end of last month. We went to the same university. Even though he moved out, we still meet each other from time to time at university. When I spoke to him 3 days ago. He asked if I could return the spare key for room 205 to Mrs. Patrice.
The spare key?
That's right. Apparently, he couldn't find the spare key when he was moving out, so he couldn't give it back to Mrs. Patrice in person. He managed to find it in the end when he checked through his things again. That's the key that Betty borrowed.
But why did she borrow it? Why did Betty need the spare key?
She just asked me for it one day. When she heard I was looking after it for Billy, she said she wanted to borrow it.
What made Betty ask to borrow the spare key to room 205 in the first place?
I think it was because a boyfriend asked to borrow it.
Oh, did he? A boyfriend?
I was on my way to return the key to Mrs. Patrice, but she wasn't home. While I was in the lobby, Betty and her boyfriend turned up. That was when I told them I was looking after the key. Then Betty's boyfriend said something to her and she asked to borrow the key.
Why the hell would she want to see the room?
Well, that is a question I can't answer, I'm afraid. He just stared at me while she asked. I got the impression he's not someone I'd want to refuse. Well, that's how it happened, and why I went to Betty's room to get the key just now.
Okay, fair enough. Weird, though. Who do you mean? Who did you think had come to see her?
Betty's new boyfriend, of course.
Her boyfriend?
Yes, oui. The last time I went to see her in her room, he was also there.
What's his name?
I didn't ask.
Sacre bleu. How do you say sorry in French again? Désolé. What can you tell me about him?
Let me think. Well, there was something I didn't like about him. He certainly didn't live in this building.
Hey, Charles?
Oui?
Would you lend me the spare key too? I'll lend it to you. Why? We're all gonna be leaving soon, so I'd like to take one last look around. It'd be nice to see what room 205 is like.
I really have to get it back to Mrs. Patrice, though.
I'll make sure you have it back in no time. What do you say?
Okay, Mr. Hyde, why not? I expect it back as soon as you have finished looking at the room.
Don't sweat it. I'll be back. It'll be back before you know it. Thanks, Charles. We've done nothing but piss you off, and yet you're still very helpful.
I am going back to my room now. Okay.
Let's go. Kyle, use your brain. Must have been dusted for a reason. Papers? Are they just plain? Bottles on the floor. Damn, he made a mess. Typewriter? What's a typewriter doing here? A typewriter? The order sheets I got were all done using a typewriter. Take the typewriter out of the closet and place it on the tabletop. And then we can put paper in there and see. No paper. Kyle! Sometimes he's like a baby. With the memory of a goldfish. Now to try typing something. T's were skewed. Hi, my name. That's not enough? Really? T stuck out due to their position. Okay. Plotting. Surely that's a lot of T's, right? That should prove. What do you mean that's not enough? What the fuck do you want from me, Kyle? Oh, is it because it's all caps? Oh, shit. That's right. Bingo. No denying the order sheet was typed on this. That explains why Rex was so keen to get in here. I tried using a typewriter recently after replacing its ink ribbon and such, and learned real fast that typing on a typewriter is surprising effort. It's like relearning to type. It's because you have to put, like, not a lot of force on it, but you have to, like, type really carefully. And, like, you can't type really quickly like a keyboard. My dad used to have, like, a big fat typewriter at home. I remember using it a couple of times, but I didn't really know. I didn't really know how letters worked back then. I didn't know how to, like, type on a keyboard, let alone on a typewriter, so I wouldn't really be getting much use out of it. That might mean that Betty knows something that she's not letting on about, too. His one was old, though, so it might have also just not been in the best condition. Although he did use it a lot. He's very much like an analog person, where he likes having things handwritten, and he likes film media and things like that. And records and cassettes, and like he had a huge collection of like DVDs. And he still will buy, like he asks us to send him DVDs of like new movies that he wants. Wait, what the fuck did he just... I wasn't paying attention. I was so busy talking about my life. I didn't hear what Kyle said. What did he say? Where did he say to go? Kyle, what do you want? What do you want from me? Where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? Do we go to Betty and ask her about her boyfriend? Or should we go to Charles to give him the key back? Let's go to Betty first.
What is it, Mr. Hyde?
I got something to ask you, Betty. It's about room 205.
Room 205? You better come in.
Okay, maybe it's just this. Here we go. Hey, Betty.
Yes, can I help you with something?
It was Charles you were talking to in the hallway earlier. I'd like to know why you asked him to lend you the key to room 205.
No reason. I just wanted to see what the room was like, that's all.
So you went into the room?
Maybe.
What kind of answer is that?
The best you're getting. Why are you asking me this?
Betty, if you and that Rex guy are up to something, I've got some questions for you. Tell me what I want to know.
And what do you mean by up to something?
You must have had a real reason to borrow that key. What was it? Now would be a good time to tell me.
There's nothing to tell.
Come on, I wasn't born yesterday.
It's the truth.
Okay. Hold it. Betty, did you borrow it to use the typewriter, or did you borrow it for Rex?
What typewriter?
You used the typewriter and they're there to write those letters.
You must be confusing me with someone else. I haven't typed any letters. I'm not lying.
Betty, I'm gonna ask again, and you better tell the truth.
Mr. Hyde.
You must have a real... Okay. Part of me thought that what if she was the one that wrote those letters, and we just are supposed to think it's Rex? Okay. Did you borrow it for Rex?
What?
There's no use trying to hide it. You borrowed the key because he asked you to, right?
There's no fooling you, is there, Mr. Hyde? It's true. Rex asked me to borrow the key from Charles. He said he really wanted to use that room.
Why the hell are you even giving that guy the time of day? You do know what Rex does for a living, don't you?
Yeah, I know. He investigates insurance claims.
Investigate isn't the word I'd use. He's bad news. Did you know that?
Yes, I know. But it's okay. After all,
Betty, listen up. It's not okay. You're being used. Oh no, which is like the least... Which is the easier one to do. It's not okay.
I already said I'm fine.
Oh no.
Besides, we're through already.
You've got to listen to me.
I'm not interested in what you have to say. What difference does it make anyway, whether he's good or bad? The problem with you, Mr. Hyde, you don't know when to stop pushing.
No, I'm sorry, Betty. I just want you to understand.
Mr. Hyde.
Why the hell are you even giving that guy the time of day? You know we're supposed to be living.
I know. He investigates insurance claims.
Investigate isn't the word I'd use. He's bad news, so you know that.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay.
Let's let her keep talking.
Mr. Hyde, I understand. I really do. I know he's not really interested in me.
Listen, Betty.
Also, I know the real reason he started going out with me.
Why did he go out with you?
He started going out with me because he wanted to check the situation on the second floor.
What interested in him? The tenants? The decor.
That's right. He was keen on establishing who was friends with who and their relationships. That's what he came to find out. When I asked him why he was so interested, he said he was interested in putting a stop to Mari's accomplice.
What did he mean by her accomplice?
I have no idea. That was the first and last I ever heard on the subject.
But he wanted to put a stop to them, right?
That's what he said, but I have no idea what he meant. Why should I? After all he did was use me to get what he wanted.
Betty. Do you know what he planned to do in room 205?
I can't be 100% certain, but this is what he said. He told me that there was something he needed to check.
Betty. Was it the incident 13 years ago? Was it about Mari? Let's go with that.
What incident? He certainly never mentioned anything like that to me.
Never mind. He investigates insurance claims, not incidents. Have your facts straight, Mr. Hyde. Jeez.
Why am I even talking to you? I wish you wouldn't even come in your mouthing off about random shit.
What?
Please leave, Mr. Hyde. Oh my god, I don't want to hear any more of your stupid questions.
Come on, be reasonable. Fuck. I got kicked out. God damn it. Damn. Looks like I completely screwed it up. I couldn't get her to talk. Maybe I need to work on my approach. I'm so dumb. Okay, was it about Mari?
Yeah, I think it was.
So he's still looking into her.
How should I know? I don't know whether he's still interested in her or not. I don't know anything. We don't speak anymore.
Betty.
Like I said, he seemed to be interested in Mari. I noticed it a while back. But after he got what he wanted, he stopped coming here.
He got what he wanted.
Not in so many words, but I'm sure he did. He kept asking me all these questions about the people that live here. And then after he'd seen room 205 and taken a look around, he didn't contact me anymore. I didn't even have a number I could use to call him.
Damn.
It's just like you said, Mr. Hyde. I did borrow the key from Charles, just so Rex could get inside the room. But I just passed it on to him. I never went into the room myself. So I hope you'll believe me when I say I can't tell you what exactly he did there.
And that's the truth.
Cross my heart. Why would I want to lie to you, Mr. Hyde?
I don't think you're lying. But if you knew he was only using you, Betty, why did you stay with him? Kyle, you don't get relationships.
He was there when I felt lonely. He promised me he'd always be there for me.
I guess he would say that.
But I knew, even then, I knew he wasn't the type of man to keep his promises.
You may not want to hear what I think, but here goes. Men often go for lonely women. Maybe it's love, maybe not. I don't know. If loneliness brings you together, you'll be even lonelier when it ends. Damn! That's true, though.
Mr. Hyde.
Come on, Betty. You can't go around wearing a face like that.
Oh, really? I can't believe I'm getting relationship advice from you.
But it's true. You can't go moping around forever. Besides, smiling suits you. You should smile more, Betty. I know that's not what he meant, but he's so proud of himself. He's so proud of himself for that advice. Kyle, I give you one little bit. I tell you that you did well one little time, and now you think that you're the biggest hotshot in the woods.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Hyde? Why is it you're so interested in Rex?
Because he's so interested in me. Because he was taping my room. Or, not really mine, but...
Is it because you spoke to Mari? Did he believe what she told you?
There's a number of things about her insurance claim that interest me. I'm curious about the whole incident.
About that?
Let me guess, once he heard about me being a detective from Rex, right?
He did mention it.
I thought he might have. Did he say anything else?
No, Just that.
Oh, so he didn't tell you about me shooting my partner and getting kicked off or anything. I see. Betty, did you ever see Rex posting a letter to anyone here?
A letter? I never seen him with a letter.
Okay. If I come up with any more questions about Rex, would you mind answering them for me?
No, not at all.
I better be going.
Of course. I leave Betty's room.
Now I know the mysterious order sheet came from the typewriter in 205. I discovered that Rex is trying to uncover a possible accomplice to Mari. What's Rex's connection to that order? Not only that, the engraved mark on Mari's ring and the one on the 4th floor. What do they mean? Even if he isn't the main bad element, he's really hecked up and toyed with Betty like that. Oh yeah, Rex is like a huge slime ball. Like, I don't know how related he is to any of the crimes or anything going on here. He might really just be just a really shady insurance guy. But yeah, he's still messy. I don't like him. I don't like how he used Betty like that. And he's just kind of a weirdo. I mean, he also tapped Claire's room, and it's like, that's weird too. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what your job is. That's really weird of you. And I don't care if she could have killed her husband. I don't know. I don't think she did, but that's still a fucking weird thing to do. Anyway, I think it's time I gathered my thoughts about everything that's happened. Oh, that's quick. I grab a drink from the vending machine and then called Rachel. She told me Tony's song should be on the radio, the elevator had been fixed. Tony's song would be on the... Rachel loves Tony. Oh my god, Rachel listens to Tony's music every single day. She told us about Condor. It was an emblem in the shape of a condor. At Lucky's Cafe, Claire talked to me. Wait, not Claire. Oh my god. Mari. I got her name mixed up. Claire talked to me about a matter concerning her dad. After that, oh yeah, what? Her dad is involved with someone. I wonder if that's gonna come back at all. We also still haven't bought a gift for Mila. I was about to call her our daughter, but she's not. I returned to my room and called Red Crown. Ed was there and he had some light dish out on Frank's paws. He told me he was disgraced by Hugh Speck. His name came up. It was Ed's ex-boss that was responsible, which I think Hugh Speck is definitely shady. Betty came to my room to explain why Mari had paid her a visit. Mari wanted Betty to buy something from her. It was a ring. Mari asked Betty to buy her a ring for $500. Betty was concerned about the diamond being fake, so she gave it to me to check. I decided Dylan might be able to help. I went to see Dylan in his room, and while he was on the phone, I used his magnifying glass to take a close look at Mari's ring. And while we did that, Dylan looked back, and he was like, really shady. And then we found the condor on the ring, and also on Dylan's sketchbook, and it was the bird. Charles told me he'd lent something to Betty. It was the spare key to room 205, and she borrowed it on behalf of Rex. I got the key from Charles and took the opportunity to take a look around 205 myself. I tried out a typewriter I found there and discovered the T was slightly skewed. That matched with the order sheet I received. So why did he send us that? Talking to her didn't answer the question. The riddle behind the condor appears on both Mari's ring and in room 406. Together with Frank's connection to that incident, with past and present colliding, I'm left with even more questions. There's still no concrete link between these events and the lost Scarlet Star. It's so convenient that all these people in this building are all related to this case. Maybe not Charles, though. Okay. I feel like we've learned, I mean, okay. Kind of like in Hotel Dusk, everyone we talk to, we end up getting like a lot from them, and sometimes they're really related to the case, and sometimes they're just kind of like they just have like big histories. Like with Betty and with Tony, I feel like they're completely unrelated to all of this stuff, but I am now very attached to them, but for other reasons, just because of them. And then people like Charles, I have no idea what his role in this is, except for maybe just being the random tenant that goes to uni, comes back, and shit just keeps going down, and he's completely uninvolved. I think he's completely uninvolved in any of this. He doesn't have a relation with us. He has no connection to anyone here. I feel like genuinely he's just some student who is just uninvolved in everything. And then meanwhile, Frank, definitely involved. Dylan, definitely involved, might be the big culprit. I don't know. I feel like he's definitely going to be a huge player by the end of this. Patrice, absolutely involved. The cafe owner, I feel like he knows a lot of shit because he was around since the hotel was around. So if he's not involved, he knows a lot. And then Claire, obviously, she's completely involved. She also has like a very sad history, so there's a lot going on there. And then that random guy who's a salesman, I don't know what his deal is, but he's weird. He's a weirdo. He doesn't get people. Let's save. What a fun bunch, honestly. Honestly, I really like this cast. I mean, I find it very strange because, like, I really liked the cast in Hotel Dusk so much. But I am absolutely loving this cast, too. Oh, it's Christmas Eve! Oh my god. Do I want to do that today? My mood has immediately been lifted. But, nope. I need to go cook food and do some stuff, so I did promise that I would keep this short so I could do all of that. So we're gonna stop today, and I'm gonna go do my life things that I need to do. But I think next time I want to do a longer stream for this, because I think I want to do more. I think hotel as a setting just gives so much potential for so many reasons. Yeah, just having like a lot of people kind of forcefully in one space is like a really clever way to get like a lot of stuff happening. I definitely like it better than... I don't dislike it in like Ace Attorney games where everyone's spread out and very different. But it makes the investigation segments feel more fun to do instead of just like jumping around different parts of the city, because that can get very tiring. So for this, the kind of everyone just being very close to each other and also knowing each other, and maybe not being friends or anything, but just kind of that closer connection makes the investigation bits kind of flow really, really well. Thank you guys for joining, and yeah, we'll continue next week. And next week, whichever day it is, Saturday or Sunday, y'all know it's gonna be one of the two, we'll do a longer one. All right, anyway, see you guys later. Take care of yourselves, and drink lots of water and stuff. Bye bye.